Hey everybody, welcome back to Odin Sphere. I don't know why I said smear.
Odin smear.
It's not this way. Go
And
straight in
Cornelius
the
is arrested.
direction. If you try anything foolish, I'll slit your throat.
Nice guy.
I'm not really threatened by him, because I can't imagine getting slit in the throat by an axe which uses, like, weight and heft to cut.
We've killed tougher things than that guy.
Yeah.
Be grateful. Princess Gwendolyn gave us orders to capture you.
So, this is an interesting thing with the storytelling of this game in that, the game's timeline is slightly disjointed between all 5 stories. Since we have, God, I forget her name, but the pink princess here, she's dead by the time Gwendolyn's story starts, so by, just simple logic, Cornelius' story takes place well before Gwendolyn's arc.
Interesting.
Poor little guy.
So when we meet Gwendolyn, she's gonna be just a complete bag.
She's gonna be a, she's gonna be a side player, kind of like an NPC. Like, it's kind of like a thing of, oh, it's Gwendolyn and she's still the same, but it's also just like she has no relevance whatsoever to Cornelius' story.
Well, yeah, of course not. This is Cornelius's story.
Speaking of,
The throne room is up ahead. The king shall pass judgment on you. Now, come this way.
I'd like my cipher back, please.
no, you're under arrest.
Oh, please give me my cipher back. It was given
No.
to me by Hell.
That's even more of a reason to keep it.
Aw.
Oh, what am I doing? Like, I recorded this a week ago and I've already forgotten. Shit.
Maybe you thought that you'd forgot to buy something, but then you're like, no, I bought a bunch of mangoes, I'm good.
Yeah, mangoes are pretty good at where we're at.
The Valkyrie are causing a commotion over something so ludicrous. Is this the sad Puka who calls upon the demon lord who is...
I love how Odin's just like, oh god, another rabbit, really?
I am the Prince of Titania, Cornelius, ruler of the Northern Realm. I have no intention of causing
Could you
any
imagine
damage or
being
harm to your
Odin right here,
country.
right now, and just
I
wondering
only
what the
request
hell this
permission to
rabbit's
travel
talking
across
about?
your land.
Man, I would hope that
cannot believe the
Odin
story of a
would
sinner
not be a
who
prick.
managed to escape the netherworld.
And be like, oh,
I have
yeah,
committed no
yeah,
sins.
you sound like a prince. Well, I better be
So
polite.
you say. But that sword you carry...
Yeah, luckily,
remember it well.
Cornelius has one ace up his
It is a
sleeve.
special sword our country gave to the previous king of Titania. You don't seem to be lying. But if you are a prince and have not sinned, show me.
So I forget what you said before. You said something along the lines of what kind of shenanigans Cornelius is gonna get into.
Bring back the horn, our most ferocious warrior.
And Odin
uses
literally
as a
puts
flagon.
Cornelius into
If you
shenanigans.
should be successful, I shall believe your story.
I shall comply.
It just sounds to me like Odin
shall
wants a
prove
flagon
myself.
and he's found the perfect patsy to do it.
Look, I'm really thirsty right now. Can you just give me a cup or something?
Oh, you don't understand. That flagon is totally sick.
Let me return your sword.
And luckily, Gwendolyn is still... Oh, I don't want to say sympathetic. I'm trying to figure out what word I'm using, but she's not completely heartless.
Are you really going to go? Lord Briggan is known to dislike pukas.
Oh, good.
Those outside
Odin
of the
sent us
castle
to
who
meet with a
regard the king's
racist.
orders shall attack you. Father often asks people to perform tasks that he knows are impossible.
Thank you for your concern. But I am Prince of Titania. I shall succeed with honor.
This is kind of why I like Cornelius. He just does things because why the fuck not?
Well, he knows that we've thrown some points into his sweet combos.
But yeah, we are back in Nebulopolis, a very familiar level. However, in Cornelius' case, the level's a lot more vertical. Like, every time we go back to the levels, the map itself has changed, even though the tile sets are not. Like in Gwendolyn's arc, she had to do kind of a more of a linear area with some slight navigation. Cornelius is going to be doing a lot more platforming. And one thing I've failed to mention across all of Gwendolyn's arc and also part of Cornelius is, if you want to mass eat something, they give you that option, and it's the best way to eat foods that require like 2 bites to eat, because you don't have to input the eat action each time.
Oh yeah, that's really convenient. Like, so convenient, I don't understand why there are multi-bite foods.
There are multi-bite foods just in case you want to like have a backup heal if you want to just top off like a single hit or something and you want to use it later. However, I mainly use food as kind of like an EXP source, but there is a food later on that is meant to be healing because you can eat it fast and it gives you like 2 or 3 bites. I believe pork chops and pralines give you 2 bites each, and they are really good healing. And I believe apples have 3 bites, but they're not as good.
I never actually considered using food as healing.
It's a lot more riskier in this version just because of the AI change. Enemies
Yeah.
are a lot more aggressive towards people that are eating. Like, they will actively cancel every action and head straight for you.
It's, oh my goodness, just like Dark Souls.
Yeah. I mean, it's a smart thing to do. You don't want your players to just, like, run away and heal every opportunity you get. That would be boring. You gotta pressure them into thinking, hey, you need to play better. Don't just back off and heal when you're acting clumsy.
I don't know, man. You know, I remember the only way I was able to get through the last bits of Muramasa, or actually no, the early bits of Muramasa was sucking down rice balls like they were going out of style.
Yeah, though I think in Muramasa, the gameplay was a lot more, they were thinking a lot more about a faster gameplay style. That's why you could get away with eating just a fistful of rice super easy. And let me tell you, eating a fistful of rice in real life is not easy.
That's a good way to throw up.
Yeah. The reason why it feels a little bit more goofy here is that initially initially the gameplay was a lot slower, and some of the AI was a little less aggressive, so you could get away with eating because the AI was slow. Now that we've gone to a more Muramasa style, the AI is faster, movements are quicker, however, some of the food mechanics are still slow. I can't remember where it happens, but I'm wondering if I'm really dumb and decide to go for what I think I'm gonna go for. Oh yeah, I'm stupid. So, the first fight outside of the tutorial fight for Nebulopolis is an airship.
Cool.
So, we fought this before in Gwendolyn's arc, and for Cornelius, it's a lot harder. I don't know if it's due to RNG or due to his kit, but I had to redo this fight 3 times to get what I wanted.
Holy crumbs.
Also, every time... The airship is a phase fight in that when you take out the first like chunk of his HP, they'll go into an immortal phase and you have to kill his berserker in order to disable it. Now that's not the hard part of this fight. Like, in all cases, this phase is just, you know, a simple cleanup. The berserker is actually way weaker compared to other incarnations of him.
Right.
It will be the third phase of this fight that's actually the hardest for Cornelius. Mainly because I want to say his air game is not as great as Gwendolyn's.
Yeah.
Now here's the third phase of the fight. Now, this phase is honestly bullshit in every sense in my opinion because of that fucking flamethrower that will always auto-aim at you.
That's brutal.
Now, when you're playing the game normally, it's not a problem at all. Okay, bye.
Alright, so long, missile.
As I was saying, in normal play it's not difficult at all. You could easily just beat up the flamethrower and still have a good 2/3 of your HP to operate with and finish the fight. However, when you have, say, 120 HP, you are entirely dependent on these, shy nukes to break that missile launcher for you, or that flamethrower. And this is the weirdest thing. I've never seen this happen before, but every single time I, try to guard as Cornelius, the missile veers away from my guard. Now, you could guard to do that, which is honestly the safer method, or you could just attack it. I think attacking would have been better because Cornelius' reach is actually really good for his weapon. Now, also the weird part about this thing is I think the missiles do variable damage, because in one of the failures before, I only had to parry 2 nukes in order to kill the flamethrower. For whatever reason, this takes like 6, I think?
Goodness.
And yeah, there are audio cues to tell what the battleship is doing. Anytime he launches a nuke, he'll say, "Here comes a big one." But a lot of the times, and I mean a lot of the times, he'll say, "Ready the main cannon," which is that crosshair you see a lot of the time.
Oh, yeah.
He's also really shy about using nukes. Like, oh man, that gets frustrating. Speaking of, I just got my face nuked.
Oh, boy.
Luckily, we're still early in the game, so it's a lot more forgiving to get nuked. But this is honestly my clumsiest attempt. Before, the only reason I had to restart it is because I was like, fuck, I think 15, 20 points off an S rank due to time. That was the worst feeling ever.
Oh, yeah, that's always frustrating when you miss it just shy.
But yeah, I honestly want to say, like, this is the most mechanically interesting fight of the new mini-bosses. However, it's also the most RNG heavy, which leads to a lot of flaws.
Yeah, this is really cool, and I love the little detail on the map. That always gets me.
A little detail in the map? Ow.
Yeah, you know, how the map actually shows sort of a sketch of the boss itself.
Oh yeah, that helps a lot because I watched that more than the main fight when fighting the battleship. Now let's see if this kills it, because I'm pretty sure... Yep, there we go. Now, once that's done, there's really nothing else to the fight. It's just he's gonna summon more dudes, keep firing his missiles, do the mortar attack, and the objective is to just break his balloons. That being said, I get really lucky here because he has a charge attack that forces you off the battleship, but he never uses it. So let's kill the frame rate.
Oh, jeez, yep.
Yeah, after learning about Whirlwind and Killer Cloud, I've been prone to using that a lot more.
For sure. Just look at him dissolve.
Though I find it kind of weird how a Killer Cloud manages to kill a battleship, but there we go. Da-da-da! S rank.
Very nice.
I just kind of kept it there because I was actually quite frustrated. In the middle of
How
the
did you still get points for no damage?
I believe... That's actually a very good question. I do not deserve a no damage bonus.
Strange.
That is actually really weird, because there are 2 no damage bonuses for whatever reason.
Yeah. I don't know, maybe you like no hit the Berserker or something. Maybe he counts as a separate encounter. I don't know.
Yeah, that's honestly weird, because I never thought about that. Because I know there's victory without being hit, and then there's no hit bonus. Maybe no hit bonus is no death? I don't know.
Oh, maybe. That's weird.
Because technically I didn't die in any of those fights. I just got A rank, and I was just like, no, fuck that.
Yeah, of course. You gotta S rank everything. That's the self-imposed challenge.
And I believe this is one of the fights where we see how busted Spark Shot is.
Holy crumbs. I'm gonna have to keep that in mind when I finally get around to this.
It's a fun game, but it also is rather long. But yeah, Spark Shot is like a mini Hadouken. It pierces, doesn't do much damage, but it has a high stun rate. But its main perk is that it has a lightning fast startup. So you could just, in the middle of your combo, if you sense danger, throw out a Spark Shot, you're fine.
That's fantastic. That's a good tactic, actually.
Yeah, it's also a little bit better than Gwendolyn's because it's way cheaper, his being 5 foes on while Gwendolyn's was, what, 12, 13?
Yeah.
Like, when I first played this, one of the things I would always do is just scum the fight by doing 3-hit combo and then that. And you just have the easiest S rank on the planet. Like, even with the buffed stats of hard mode, nothing can stand before Spark Bolt, which is pretty crazy, honestly. It could even break guards if it procs the stun. That's how good it is.
Yeah, that's pretty bonkers.
Now there is a downside to it that its spam ability can become a liability if you don't restrain yourself. Because I've been guilty of doing some instances where it's just like combo, 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 spark bullet, do that 4 times. Where'd all my MP go?
Oh, yeah.
Though looking at the score now, I think I understand what no damage bonus is.
Okay.
If you have victory without receiving damage, that is also a metric, where if you take 100 damage, that thing goes down appropriately. Once that goes down, I think no damage bonus also goes down.
Okay, that makes sense.
Somebody might know exactly why. I'm honestly just guessing here. Because I've never really looked at the scores and figured out how they mechanically work. I just play the game and understand how the how to game it. Here you see me both using cheap food to level up and exploiting Cornelius' cool skill. Yeah, I wanted to get ground defense because reduced damage is nice, even though I'm not expecting to take hits. But ground force is just as good. More damage is more damage.
Yeah, best defense is a good offense in these games.
Though I will say the little screw attack that Cornelius does, that's considered an air attack, so it won't get benefit from that.
Oh.
Though things like, things such as Spark Bolt, I don't think his arc force has it. But there is one skill that he will get that also benefits from it. Which is why I feel like Cornelius has kind of a goofy kit. He's okay at air game, he's meant to be ground. He could do both, but he's definitely meant to be ground. And this is how busted Spark Bolt is.
Oh, demolished. That was brutal.
Yeah, when you can see, like, what was it, 6 Valkyries and you just stun all of them? That's insane.
Something like that, yeah.
For this, we get, I believe this is the skill I was talking about. One of the ground-based skills. Whirling Blade is a cool ability. It's very fun, very practical, insanely risky. Whirling Blade basically lets you, like, imagine Wind Waker Link's ultimate spin attack where he just spins uncontrollably in a huge radius.
Right.
It's basically that, and it does a fair bit of damage, covers a wide area, and if the enemy is in hit stun, it baseball swings them around the place. The only issue is, you are vulnerable to attack for a long time.
I've been following you.
Oh, how nice of you.
I was wondering if you could sell me that sword before you got yourself killed.
Dick?
No? That's too bad.
Merchant is such a goofy character. I also decided to buy Overload. Overload is a weird change in the game. In the original game, Overload could be done by some really goofy math that would lead you into getting this item. However, in this version of the game, you have to sacrifice, I believe, 2 accessories in order to get that.
Oh.
So I honestly don't think it's worth it in this game, especially since Cornelius just kind of clowns the hell out of this guy.
That stun is so cheesy.
Yeah. I don't think I showed off here, but you can interrupt that. I wanted to show off, though, that it does indeed summon people. I also forgot to bind Whirling Blade. Hang on a second. Do I not use... Oh, there we go. This is Whirling Blade. I did get hit in the middle of it, so you can see that it does carry a lot of risks. It's something you would not use in a boss fight.
Ooh, yeah, that's really rough when, you know, you have attacks where you don't have any indication that you're getting hit.
Also, the amusing thing there is when I used the volcano potion, a dwarf that the boss summoned also used volcano. So we just had a fucking power geyser fight in the middle of the arena. And that's me interrupting his summon.
Oh, poor Berserker.
I wanted to use Sparkle, but I didn't have it. And I figured, why the hell not? 2 for 2. Stop that. Ah, you got it out. You got it out anyways.
Oh, well.
Doesn't matter though, because when a boss dies, his minions also die. I just gotta stop getting hit. Easy fight. The Berserker is actually one of the tamest mid-bosses in the game. Didn't really get anything in the transition between the old game and the remake.
I see what you mean though with the airship Berserker being weak.
Yeah, because it took us, what, a minute or two to kill him? The one in the airship didn't even have, like, a second health bar or anything. He was, like, that's good design in my opinion. If you're gonna have a gimmick boss like the airship where it has phases that are controlled by spawns, you want to make those spawns weak so it's not a goddamn chore.
Yeah, from a design perspective, that's something that I saw Nier on the PS3 really ran into a lot.
Which boss was that on Nier? I'm trying to remember.
Well, just like the cube boss.
Cube boss. Oh, was that the thing that also transforms into like a humanoid shape?
Yeah, a big cube robot. Like it starts out as.
Okay, yeah, I remember that boss now.
Just phase after phase after phase, and it takes forever.
Yeah. Also, you see that blue Valkyrie there? She is the most obnoxious enemy in this level because she has high HP, mad combos, a parry, and projectiles if she extends her combo. I don't want to fight those.
Dang, yeah, she was almost tough enough to merit a health bar.
If you see me just dashing around like that, I'm looking for fruit on the ground without actively looking. That being said, though, I don't know if it's because of how I built Cornelius so far, but it definitely seems like this level goes by really easily. But then again, level 2 for Gwendolyn wasn't that hard either.
Yeah, you sure don't seem to be having a hard time.
The only time I had a problem with is the airship because I got too much pride. Oh, a hidden benefit of Whirlwind Slash. You know how gnomes love to have revenge bullets of bombs and throw more bombs, and Jesus Christ, there are so many fucking bombs.
Oh yeah.
Whirlwind Slash will trigger a lot of hits on use, which converts those bad bombs into good bombs that damage enemies for you.
It's nice how you can smack some manners into an explosive.
Yeah, it's great. Already have a speed belt. Eh, why the hell not? I'll eat a berry. Though I am kind of curious. I picked up a speed belt, didn't I? Is that another one?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that you got one.
Wow, that's actually bizarre. I never realized that mid-recording.